diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Fowler. Unloads to the wideout. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Upshaw. Still on his feet at the 30. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spot...
He's going for the big play. Spreads it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Fowler. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
He leaves it with his back. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They want to throw it. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty... A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Makes the grab. It's Upshaw. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield. It's Fowler. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. A full dive to haul that one in. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and the speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Wants to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. We thought we might see some of this. He'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to...
Unloads it downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Got the quick pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Shoots it to the left. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see. The offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do you do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's caught downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Miami, 21, LSU, 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moves right down the field and put it in the end zone. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Fowler. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
The Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. The Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Motion from the back. He might want another play. To the air, it's Fowler. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Fires it incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Fowler. Fires left. All by himself. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Brewer. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A designed run for the quarterback. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And a scrum on the goal line. No signal yet from the officials, but it doesn't appear that he got in. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're going to run it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Here's the return from inside his tent. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Nice move there. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The lone back's got it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And right down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the